Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Faith without works is dead. I don't wanna die so soon. I got moves to make instead. I ain't scared, I'm prepared. Big ideas inside my head. I'm gonna make them manifest. And I'm dressed for success. I left, right, order my steps. Network, I ain't gotta do it by myself. Who you know, show me who you know. Better let them know we bout to blow. It's time to go, go, go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go to work, get to work, yeah. Go to work, yeah. Go to work, get to work, yeah. Go to work, yeah, 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 yeah. I ain't tryna drain my time, yeah. Simply wanna show you what I'm worth, yeah. Daily I'ma stay on my grind. Have a little faith and go to work. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go to work. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm on grind like every day, 'cause I want everything. I can do anything. Check my resume. It's people against you. They see what you've been through. But look in the mirror, tap into your spirit. It's power within you. Like LinkedIn, I'm locked in, get the job done when I clock in. I weighed out my options, put the work in, that's action, no lacking, just stacking. Big dreams I'm attracting, no accidents, that's fate. Just go in and have a little faith. Faith without works is dead. I don't wanna die so soon. I got moves to make instead, I ain't scared, I'm prepared. Big ideas inside my head, I'm gon' make them manifest. And I'm dressed for success. I left, right, order my steps. Network, I ain't gotta do it by myself. Who you know, show me who you know. Better let them know we bout to blow. It's time to go, go, go. Go to work, get to work, yeah. Go to work, yeah. Go to work, get to work, yeah. Go to work, yeah, 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 yeah. I ain't tryna trade my time, yeah. Simply wanna show you what I'm worth, yeah. Daily I'ma stay on my grind, yeah. Have a little faith and go to work. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go to work. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, now go nuts.
Hey there, I'm Trevor Houston, the creator of the Who You Know Summit, and I'd like to welcome you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
On our program, we'd like to show you the job search like you've never seen.
Everything from getting noticed by employers, how to properly format your resume, and how to network effectively using LinkedIn to drive recruiters to your profile.
We even take suggestions from our amazing community.
So if you want to learn all things job search, go ahead and subscribe now.
Focus! It's all about the job search. So if you want to learn how to land that next success, you heard them. All you got to do is subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who you know?
Who you know
can make all the difference in your job search.
It definitely can. I'm super excited. We got an amazing episode for you guys today. But first, before we go anywhere, I want to see who we got tuned in with us. So who do we got? We got Jim Ballard.
Jim Ballard.
Yeah, Ballard.
Mike Mediterranean.
It's Jim Ballard.
It's Jim
Because he's a
Ballard.
baller. Jim, you're a baller. We got Mike Mediterranean, Andrea Waters. We got Travis. What's up, Travis? Good to see you, man. Paul Haggerty.
We got Cat O'Toole, Chandra
Cat
Thomas,
O'Toole.
Meg Rose. You said Paul Haggerty. Deanna Gasoling. Hey,
Paul's
Deanna.
Paul is in McKinney.
Yeah,
Yes.
Steve Kircher, Steve Main. Hey, Steve Main, good to see you.
Hey guys, I want to know something real quick. Tell me, what the heck are you doing here on a Wednesday? I want to know what you're doing here, right? So if you're looking for a job, right, I want you to put hashtag now searching, or tell us what you're searching for. You could put
Definitely what you're searching for.
Yeah.
What the recruiter's looking.
yeah, like you put hashtag project management, IT, QA, accounting, finance, whatever it is that you do. Let us know down there in the chat. Also, if it's your first time, if you've never been here before, I want to greet you. I want to welcome you to the Who You Know community. So let us know you're here. And then also, if you are hiring, we want to hear from you. So recruiters, sound off in the chat. Hiring managers, sound off. Coaches, let us know you're here.
Most deaf.
And especially all you Who You Know alumni who are landed looking to
Oh,
get
yeah.
forward.
Yes.
Yes. If you have positions at your company that you've landed at that are looking to be filled, let
Diane
them
Ledley,
know
are
as
you
well.
with us? Chime in.
100%. Guys, we always like to kick this thing off with a prayer for the listeners. So Foster, can you do us the honors, please, sir?
I will do it. You guys do it with me. Okay. Check this out. We're going to go to God. Father, we want a job. You know, the landscape's looking a lot different these days. There are things that we've never seen before, we never had to deal with before, but you made it all, so we're sticking with you. You get us through it, because it will take you to get us through. We don't know how to get through it ourselves. So give us that opportunity that's best for us, the one that you want us to have. And we pray these things in our Savior, Jesus Christ. Mighty name. Amen.
Amen. And we got a lot to be super thankful and grateful for, guys. We've got a lot of landings, a lot of people back to their cash flow.
Lots.
Get your money guns ready.
Yes,
'cause I know
sir.
everybody at home has money guns, right? You guys
Let's
got
see.
your money guns?
Oh,
All right, so
man, money
here we go.
came.
Who do we got landed? We
Money
got
came
Monica
out of
Hunt.
there.
Woo!
Monica Hunt, congratulations. We got Zach Bargers.
Woo,
Hey,
Zach.
congratulations.
Zach, this is what you about to get.
Yeah, for real. We got Angela Childers. Angela.
All right, Ann.
Yeah, she got a position out of state, actually. She's here in Dallas area, but she's got a position out of state. James Ballett. James, congratulations. Kevin Moat, congratulations, Kevin.
Man, it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
in this studio.
Layla Campbell, a recruiter. Layla Campbell,
Yes,
congratulations.
let's go, let's
And,
go.
Recruiter.
new contract for Mike Fujimoto out in California.
Fujimoto, California.
Yeah, he got a new contract. So congratulations, Mike
got
Fujimoto.
contracts in California.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Surely
all
you got a
y'all.
lame job for you got a lame joke for that, don't you?
Oh yeah, well, hey, congratulations all y'all. I was gonna say about the job that I tried to get over the summer. I tried to get a job making orange juice, but I couldn't concentrate. So it didn't work out.
Wow.
Somebody take his gun.
Did somebody get that?
Give me that.
Y'all didn't get that. I didn't
Wow,
get that.
y'all are crazy.
Congratulations, everyone. Let it be an inspiration to you. If you are still in the search, be inspired, because a lot of people are still landing. Connect with them, hear their story, what worked, what didn't, places that you should spend your time on and focus on. And also, if the company that just hired them is hiring, maybe they can help you get your
Mark,
foot
you
in
know
the
what
door.
I heard?
What's that?
There are substantially more jobs than people. I keep hearing that. They keep
Yeah.
saying that on TV.
Yeah, there's like 11.
There's a lot.
There's
of
like 11
jobs.
million people, I think 10.9 that were searching, in like over 12 million
Yeah.
positions that are open. So
Y'all know what that means.
Guys, stay diligent, stay active, stay positive.
100%. All right, I got the tip of the week. All right, here's the deal, y'all. We got an event coming up on the 13th, okay? And we got a lot of events going on we're going to talk about today, but specifically this one I want to speak to is on the 13th, guys. And what we're going to be doing is putting together a live studio audience for the Who You Know Job Networking Show. You've been waiting for it. You've been asking for it. And guess what?
You're going to get it.
You're going to get it, okay? You're going to learn today.
You're going to get it now.
You're going to learn today.
Gotta learn.
And so we're putting together live studio audience. So I've got some tickets, some VIP backstage passes to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
Very
so
important people.
Here's what I need, okay? What I need is if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area,
Right.
and you want to come hang out with us,
Right.
I need you just to send me a DM. Just send me a DM and say, hey, I want my backstage pass. That's it. That's all you got to do. And I'm going to hook you up, right? I'm going to hook you up. So, Mal, make sure, guys, if I get you a pass and I get you a ticket.
Show up, y'all.
Yeah, you got to show up, right? Because anytime things are free, when things are free, people just don't tend to not show up, right? Isn't that crazy?
I think I'm going. I'm going to be there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So you
Yeah.
guys better be there.
You gotta go. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we
Oh
gotta
yeah,
go.
that's right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Crazy.
Hey, but yeah, no, absolutely. Because and here's the other thing: if you get a ticket and don't go, that's keeping somebody else from going who's looking for a job. So
100%.
yeah, don't take somebody else's spot.
So that's my tip of the week, y'all. Send me a DM if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you want that backstage pass. Let me know, and I'm going to hook you up, okay? Guys, we got to go to a real quick commercial break, but I promise you don't want to go anywhere because when we come back, we got Anya, Razina in the house, and let me tell you something. This is going to help you to get so much exposure. Oh, you're going to love it. Visibility, okay? You talking about visibility in your job search? I'm going to show you today why you don't want to go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Stephanie, wish you're here.
If anyone is out there and you're a realtor or you are looking to get your real estate license, it's a very low cost entry, $300 to take your real estate course online. Inexpensive compared to like a college. EXP is $150 to join and it's like $84 a month. So relatively speaking, these are very inexpensive costs. If you are interested in that and you want to work with me as a realtor, I'd love to have you join my team, and you want to hear about the model, then go to join10xempire.com, and I do this opportunity call every Tuesday. Would love to answer your questions and tell you more about what I'm doing. If anyone out there is interested in working with me,
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
What?
Who you know?
They said
Make
it.
all the difference in
Yes.
your job search.
Guys, let me tell you who I know. I'm super excited to introduce you to Anya Razina. She's a speaker, live stream evangelist, live show host, and the head of influencer marketing at Restream.
Oh, yeah.
And Restream makes it easy to create branded live videos for social media and send them to over 30 channels. Everybody welcome Anya to the stage.
Anya in
Yeah, I
Austin.
think you said her name right. I think you said her last name right.
I hope so. I'm really bad with names. So, Anya,
right.
did I say it right? Did I
She
say
can
it?
say it.
Yeah, it was perfect. Exactly.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome.
All right, so for the audience who may not know, okay, because this is how we're getting this stream out to all the different channels and all over the place, tell the audience, like, first of all, what is Restream?
Yeah, Restream is a platform that makes it super easy to create live video experiences for your audiences on social media. So if you want to run a live show just like you guys, which is super fun, and jamming with all your music and all your super amazing positive energy. So if you want to run the same thing, but you don't want to have a whole studio with a bunch of cameras and complex equipment, you can run it just from your laptop and send it to over 30 different destinations. You can interact with your audiences live in real time, really live chat, and that's what Restream does.
Love it, love
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Where did you get started? 'Cause,
Yeah, how did all that get started?
Yeah, where did Restream start?
So the founders of Restream are originally from Ukraine, and they started the company back in 2014, 15, so many, many years ago. And they had that vision that the future of content is live, it's interactive, it's real time, it's authentic. And yeah, here we are, fast forward to 2021, with over 4 million users all over the world trusting Restream to deliver their message to their audiences.
Now, what's the cost of entry? I mean, can you have a laptop? Can I just sign up for Restream? And is there a free version?
Yeah, absolutely. We do have a freemium plan, which allows you to do almost everything except for certain customizable branding experiences. But you can totally go live on your LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter just with Restream branding. And all you need for that actually is internet connection, because as many of you might know, there's very little room for bad internet in the world of live streaming.
That's
and
true.
You want your laptop, and then you can continue elevating the quality of your video by adding on things like your microphones, your lights, your professional cameras, like this little guy that I have here. And to begin with live streaming, you actually don't need that much. Your laptop, your internet connection, and a great message, and hopefully some social media audience that you already probably worked very hard to build.
I love that. It's a great message. That's so key. And I also agree with what you said about live streaming be the future, actually, because anybody know of this company called Amazon? Anybody heard of them before?
I think I heard of
Yeah.
So maybe just a few. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So they're doing something I've seen recently where people are live streaming like product demos, right? If you can imagine like QVC where you know they have the video and then you go buy the products, but it's the same thing. They're like, oh yeah, let me show you this cool ice shaker and and it's a live stream, and you buy it off Amazon. Right, and so you got to think about that. I think it is the future, live streaming, because you know what it is. I think, and Anya, you can maybe tell me a little bit more and dive into that. But I think people are so tired of the polished, like,
Super overproduced.
scripted stuff.
Yeah,
right?
scripted.
And I think people really want authenticity, and those are buzzwords, right? But that's what they really do want. Maybe Anya, can you speak to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't really think it's necessarily buzzwords. I think that's the reality of the situation we're in right now. People are definitely seeking authentic and real content. And another thing that one of my coworkers recently brought up, I thought it was really brilliant. How many times, guys, have you heard someone say, oh, I just saw this commercial. I want to see this commercial again. Where can I see this commercial one more time? Right? No one says that. But when you think about live shows and live streams, a lot of times people say, hey, can I see this on replay? When is your next live show? I want to kind of hop onto it when you guys are live and ask my questions in real time. So 2 things: authenticity, trust building, bonding content, and real time interactive inclusion of your audience. The ability to ask the question from you guys, from me, in real time as we go, is super powerful. And for companies like us, or anyone who is selling products, services, goods, it is critical to build the opportunity for this quick feedback loops. Imagine if you're launching a course or any kind of business, and you could instantly get the feedback, the questions, where your users or customers get stuck, what they absolutely love about your product, in real time.
Yes, mic
Little
drop.
to no production costs.
Engagement.
You know
Yeah,
what?
so that's
Let's
what
do
live
it
video
right
is about.
now. Let's go to the audience, because I love that, because yes, you're right. Real time feedback. And not only that, but I remember the first time I ever got a shout out on a live stream, I was like, I'm like part of the show. Like I felt there was like electricity to it the first time I ever got a shout out. I was like, ooh, so let's give some shout outs. Mike Mediterranean, Kat O'Toole, Andrea Waters. Who else we got in here? We got, let's see.
We got Stephanie Jones. We got Meg Rose. We got
Hope Mangita in the house. Stephanie Joanne.
Hey, Hopi.
Hey, why don't we do this? Give us a scale of 1 to 10 on how you're doing today. We'd love that feedback to see how is your day going, right? 10's be like, man, I love today's a beautiful day. 1 is like, I don't know, like where I'm at. I don't know if
I don't know what my name is.
Yeah, what am I doing? What show is this?
I've got to, while you guys are commenting and putting your how you're doing in the chat, I want to ask Anya, for a lot of our audience, they're not maybe as tech savvy, or maybe they just don't feel like they're as tech savvy, or they feel like maybe they have some shortcomings in creating content. How hard is it to get started and actually use Restream?
Yeah, it's a great question, and that's exactly what we at Restream think about at the first place, right? This is what we think is our superpower. Web browser based, so basically solutions like Restream that you can just start from your Google Chrome are powerful because you don't have to download anything. You don't have to set anything up, and you can simply create an account and click a couple of buttons, and done, you're live. So if you want to create a simple experience and just kind of test it out and see how your audience would react to live streaming, Restream is probably the easiest way to get started within 15 minutes. It's very intuitive, it's very self-explanatory, and as you go, you can add on to your process, and you can brand new stream, and you can create beautiful graphics, and you can elevate the quality of your audio and video, and you can invite other guests and even stream to those guest channels, which is something that we're doing now with this specific show. So there are many other things that you can do on top of that, but for this basic starting stream, just to say hello, to introduce yourself, and to connect with your audience in real time, you don't need any technical skills at all.
100%.
Oh, that's good. I resemble that.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
As a Restream user, I love Restream, by the way. I mean, I've been using them for the last year, and they're incredible. But as a Restream user, we set our show up from the beginning to just be as simple as possible, because I didn't know what all the features were, and then we were adding as we were going and increasing, just adding the capabilities into our show and making it more and more powerful. But you really don't have to start with anything but a webcam and a laptop.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was gonna say. It's
super simple.
It's kind of like
Get creative.
if you can do a Zoom, right? Like, and we're all like, because of COVID, everybody got used to Zoom, right?
Yeah.
So Zoom's like the easy thing. But okay, if you remember, before you had ever used a Zoom before, you'd never used it, and then all of a sudden COVID forced you to use it, and you're like, how do I do this? And then like 5 minutes later, literally in 5 minutes, you're like, oh, this is the easiest thing ever. That's the same thing, Restream. It's like you get in it and you're kind of like, the first 5 minutes, you're like, how do I do this? And then like 5 minutes later, you're like, oh, got it.
Well, the beauty of
starts
going
to make
live,
sense.
like the beauty of going live though, is like you mess up, who cares? You do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
You get a do-over, and it disappears after 24 hours on Facebook anyway. So it's like, it's like it goes down the timeline, and so it's just you get a do-over.
Hey, Anya, I want to talk a little bit about live streaming for job seekers, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because the audience may be thinking...
That's our audience.
They may be like, what? Why are we talking about live streaming? Who cares, right?
I'm looking for a job.
Yeah, I'm looking for a job. I'm trying to get that paper, right? Like, so let's talk about that for a second. What is the creator economy, and why is that important for job seekers?
Yeah, so creator economy is kind of the era that we entered, and COVID was all the bad and tragic things that it brought to our life also accelerated that era and phase of our existence. Creator economy basically means that everybody who has knowledge, skills, or any kind of creativity in them, or talent, if you wish, has the opportunity to build billion-dollar companies from their home and from their laptop. So I like to quote somebody who I sadly don't even remember who said that, but there was a quote on Twitter where someone mentioned that it used to be that you needed $2 million to even start a media company, but today all you need is a laptop, right?
Yeah.
Because social media networks are available to you, and platforms like YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter make it very easy to spread your message, as long as you have a good message to deliver and you are consistent and you are really serious about that. So if you have a talent or skill or knowledge that you can share, you don't necessarily need a job, so to say, anymore, because you could create your own space. You could create your own online business. You can become visible. And if you create that tribe, that community around your brand and around your abilities, then you can monetize that, because there are many different ways how you could do that, right? You can sell products, you can work with sponsors, you can get donations, you can sell certain ad hoc content that you would give access for money. And that opportunity is available to everybody right now. Like, as of today, you can start live streaming series, and that can become your job.
Mic drop.
And
Yeah,
now
and
is a
that's what
good
creator
time to
economy
get
is.
involved, because everything is morphing. We're building on what's already been built, and we're not that far along, y'all. So, hey, let's grow together.
Yeah, I mean, this thing right here, when it comes to using social media to build a brand and build a business, I mean, people have been doing it for a long time, but guess what? It's easier now than it ever has been in the past, right? Everybody has the power to do this. I mean, look at, there's kids on YouTube, okay, making millions of dollars,
Yeah.
right? And Scott, we're going to talk to you a lot about this, right? Scott is a YouTube sensation, okay?
Yeah.
And
Millions of dollars.
but seriously, cash flow, right? So you can
This
make
don't make-
money if you can understand how to use these tools and these products, and you can speak and have a message like Anya was talking about, have a good, clear message, you can make money. But what else though? Okay, let's say I don't want to start my own business. Okay, I'm not looking to be a YouTube sensation and start my own business. How else could I use restreaming in my job search
Oh, good.
to be able to get visibility and to get noticed?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are two different paths that I would recommend to consider for our audiences. Number one is when we talk about, again, creator economy, right? And we think about like, okay, so maybe I'm not that brilliant, genius person who has a great idea and great message, but I do have basic skills of streaming, right? For example, now after a couple of years of doing this live shows and hosting myself, I could pretty easily offer my services as a remote producer to pretty much anyone who is interested and who does have that message, but maybe lack technical skills or just doesn't have a bandwidth to figure out this whole live streaming thing. So that's the opportunity right there. If you search for remote producers, help with live videos, social media, video marketing stuff, you will find a lot of options. And a lot of them are going to be with brands you already use and love. A lot of them would be with individuals and influential trendsetters and creative people that you would definitely enjoy working alongside. So explore the opportunity of becoming a remote producer if you know something about live streaming, and starting with something like Restream could make you look good in the eyes of those people who are thinking about starting their live series but just don't know how to go about it. So that's one path. And the second one is just create your own brand, so to say, and your own live presence on social media. So when I started my live series, I primarily did that because I wanted to understand the Restream product better. I wanted to connect with our influencers and partners that I work with on a regular basis, and I wanted to speak the same language with them. So I started streaming because I wanted to know what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. But slowly but surely, it kind of created this aura around my LinkedIn, my Twitter, and everything. So a lot of people were connecting with me and asking me for advice, for tips. And I started to get a ton of offers to join different companies, a huge variety from startups to big corporate, because people just happen to see me in action, so to say. They see my videos when I promote Restream, they see my live shows that I'm hosting, and I just become somehow on top of their stack of resume because I'm just someone who they saw in action, if that makes sense.
Right.
So that's another advice that I have. Like, go live, present yourself, make it professional, make it about what you know a lot about, so make you sound as an expert, and that is going to accelerate your opportunities.
Yeah, each one of you job seekers in the audience, you all have a field of expertise, right? You are an expert at something. You've been doing it forever, however many years, you're an HR professional, whatever. So you know your industry better than anybody else. You're the expert. So go build either a presentation or a talk or some form of story around what you do, and go live, communicate with people, bring them into your audience, start to build a community around it, and it positions you as the thought leader. And what you're doing is you're just showcasing your abilities. And remember, we talk about this all the time, the Job Seeker podcast. We always talk about the Job Seeker podcast and how you can do the same thing with that. Well, you know what? If you don't want to go the podcast route and have your own podcast, that's totally cool. Live stream, right? And so I think that's super important, and I think it can definitely make an impact in the visibility and your brand as a job seeker as well.
I also want to add to that, you guys, I know you guys, like, you're no different than anybody else that's out there. I mean, you're special in your own regard, but you're no different than anybody else that's out there. What I'm meaning is that anybody can start a live stream. Anybody can start a live stream. Everybody has some expertise that they can share.
Yes.
And if you can build a platform around that expertise, it's just a matter of time. I have 2 businesses, and I get offered jobs all the time just from my social media exposure.
Same here.
Let's say, and that brings up another good point. Let's say, because with Restream, like, you can get basic, right? You can start out basic, but you can get very, very intricate and advanced as far as what you can do in Restream, especially with the premium version. Let's say somebody has, and we've had job seekers that have started creating their own video content, starting their own podcast. They have an affinity, right, for that technology. What if somebody wanted to do that as a job? Does Restream have, what's your opinion on that? Like, live producer, I know we talked a little bit about that as a career opportunity.
Yeah. Well, while at Restream in particular, we actually have our careers page, so you guys definitely are welcome to check it out. We're constantly hiring different roles from engineering to marketing and customer support. So definitely, I invite you to visit Restream.io/careers and see what we got going on there. But yeah, in terms of creating the opportunities for our users to monetize their skills, that's definitely one of our big missions. One of the things that we like to tell people is that Restream is here to connect skilled people with curious people, right? So if you are skilled, someone is going to be interested in what you can do. And if you know how to pitch and sell that skill and that ability, like for me, for example, it sounds pretty straightforward. I can go to a lot of people on LinkedIn and say, hey, I see you have a lot of content, you have a lot of followers. Would you like to start your series? Just once a week, you can go live and connect with your audience, and I can help you run them and make them look really good because I happen to know how to use Restream, right? And it's going to make it very easy for me to make them look great. So something like that could be a great opportunity for someone to start. And if you're not confident in your skills just yet, you can offer that as a barter for free, maybe for just a little bit of money. But then as you gain your skills and expertise, then you will definitely be on demand. And just one last thing I wanted to add in terms of content creation, right? Like what kind of content can I create? A lot of people get stuck on this, like, oh gosh, I'm an expert here, but I don't want to build this presentation decks. I don't want to like figure out all this content. That sounds like a lot of work. There are lots of tricks that you can do to create great content without necessarily working a lot on creating it. One of the tricks I always recommend is inviting guests and interviews, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you guys are not working hard to put this show together, but a lot of the content that you're getting right now is generated by me. And Scott is going to be right next to, right after, right? Like he's going to generate his ideas, he'll share his experiences. So for you, the job is basically just figure out good guests and ask smart questions. And then the content is going to be provided by that network that you already have and built. So think about that as a trick. If you're not sure about what to talk right now, if you're not an expert in presentation building, think about who you know, invite them and talk to them live and invite your community to ask questions. Yeah. And then here's your content. Here's your content. It's gonna take you minutes. Yeah. And it's gonna help you out.
I love that. That's great tips. And here's something else that you can do with it too, right? Because you've got the video content now, right? So what about chopping that thing up into micro content and using that for your social media strategy and branding, right? Because for the news feed, you're going to need those little micro clips. You're going to need, when people are scrolling in the news feed, they're not necessarily going to sit there and digest an hour long unless it's live. That's another thing. Unless it's live, if they're scrolling the newsfeed and they come across it, they'll click on it and go, oh, well, if it's interesting, you can get them in. But otherwise, you're not going to sit there and watch an hour-long video just from scrolling in the newsfeed. So you take that and you chop it up into a million pieces, and then you put it all over your content.
You got all these teasers. Yep.
Yeah, you can turn it into quotes. You can turn it into images. You can turn it into micro clips. Like there's so many different forms of content that can be created from a simple live stream like this one.
Yeah. As a recruiter, guys, I can learn a lot more about Scott. I'm going to pick on Scott.
Please do.
I can learn a lot more about Scott, and I can get excited a lot more about Scott by watching him. And if he's restreaming, if he's doing all of the technology stuff to get out what his expertise is. I'm looking for a certain thing. I'm talking to Scott. He's telling me about that certain thing. He's showing me his passion about it. He's telling us where he's been, all of that sort of thing. And it's a lot better, y'all, than a piece of paper. Now I'm a recruiter. I've seen your piece of paper. I want to see what Scott's talking about because I've got to introduce Scott to a hiring manager.
Boom. Now that's a mic drop.
Hey,
and Scott's got it, by the way.
You're a
Scott's
self-starter. You're showing you're a self-starter by creating your own show, and you are you're taking initiative.
Yeah.
Right? You're showing that you're taking initiative. These are two great job qualities.
And you're standing out from the crowd.
Standing out from the crowd.
Because let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I will teach this to 100 job seekers, and only one will do it.
Yep, it's sad. But
I'm serious.
Guys, we got to get with it.
Yourself?
The world's going there, and we got to get with it, guys. We got to keep up with it.
But
how do you differentiate yourself? Do you walk the same direction as the rest of New York City walking down the sidewalk, or do you walk against the grain?
Against the grain.
Against the grain.
So you got to do whatever. If you want the results that everybody else isn't getting, you need to do what other people won't do, right? And so I think that's super important.
Good point.
Anya, this has been an amazing interview. I'm super excited to meet you in person at Video Marketing World, which we're going to be talking about next with Scott. Scott Simpson, who's here with us, and I'm super excited about that. Yeah, so we're going to get to meet each other in person. Can't wait for that.
Me too. I'm thrilled about the event and about meeting you guys. Thank you so much for having me. It was super fun.
Absolutely. Guys, we got to go to a real quick break. Oh, you know what? Hold on,
Giveaway.
wait. Hold on. I'm about to ruin the whole show.
Pump the brake.
Wait.
Pump the brake.
No, you're right. We had a bunch of mic drop moments, so we need to give something away now. So actually, we're going to be giving away a free year of the Restream professional plan.
Yeah.
A free year. Okay, so we need a good question that we can ask the audience. Oh, we asked Anya earlier where Restream originated from.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right?
That's a good one.
So I want you to tell me in the chat, where did Restream originate from?
Come on, guys.
And the first person that we see, okay, and I will say this, the comments are not always as accurate depending on the device that we see. So the first one that we see, that's my disclaimer.
Yep.
Okay, is
Come
going
on,
to
Stephanie.
be the answer. Oh, I see it. I got Mike Mediterranean
Mike.
with the Ukraine. Is that the right answer?
That is the
That's
right
the right answer.
Mike.
All right.
And you know what?
Mike.
Here's the cool thing about this.
Mike
will-
landed. Mike judged.
Mike will use it.
No, he'll use it.
Oh, to death.
He'll
use it.
I'm gonna see you all over the place. He's gonna use it. So this
Yeah,
will be
Mike's
awesome.
an IT leader, Anya.
Yeah. So
That is
congratulations,
amazing.
Mike. And here's one last thing I will tell the audience real quick. If you could do me a big favor, let's pull Anya up on the screen and let's make sure that we take a screenshot
Take
right
that
now.
screenshot
Take a
of Anya.
screenshot and make
Smile,
sure this
Anya.
is for your social media strategy. I want you to post this thing all over the place. I want you to share it all over the place. I want you to say some really nice things about Anya and what you learned from this
Right.
episode, and tell her how much you appreciate her being part of the Who You Know
Right.
Job Networking Show. We good? I forgot.
good.
I
Talk
almost
about
forgot all
Restream.
that.
I know.
I almost forgot all that. Can't believe it.
And that was a good question, too. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Anya, thank you. We
Thank
appreciate
you,
you.
Anya.
Guys, we got to go to a real quick break, but don't go anywhere because we're going to talk about video marketing world. We got Scott
Simpson.
Simpson. We'll be right back. Hey, Trevor Houston here from the Who You Know Job Networking Show, and a question that I get very frequent is about our show. You know, we're here in a very nice high-end production studio, right? We've got multiple cameras here, we've got lighting, you know, all this different stuff going on. And so people always ask, how are you setting this up? You know, got all these different cameras and things like that. And right now, you know, a lot of productions are on Zoom, but when people want to up the level, shout out to Real News PR, because they're actually the ones that own this studio here and the stage and all the lights and the camera. But people always ask me, like, what do I do? How do I connect it? So back here, we have a producer back here. This is Holden. And what we do, we use a couple of tools. One of the tools is vMix. And vMix is how we set up all of the different, you know, the lower thirds and the graphics and all the different nice shots. You can hook up multiple camera angles. And then we connect it to a tool called Restream. And Restream essentially hooks up all your social media channels. So if you're on Facebook, you're on LinkedIn, YouTube, all the different channels. I think there's over 40 different streaming channels that it can shotgun that nice high quality studio shot out to, and it does it all very streamlined and very easy, very simple. So if you're looking to, you know, up the level of your production, or maybe you're just already using a Restream account and you would like for somebody to really take the production side off of you, Real News PR is a great, shout out to them. They're a great studio here in Dallas, Texas. So if you're here local in the DFW area, shout out to them. They do an amazing production. They can put it all together. But the two big tools that I will tell you that you should be using right now, vMix. Again, this is for high-end production, vMix. Restream is gonna help you to shotgun this production all over the place, get it all over the map on all your social media channels. And you know what? If you can't, you know, afford or have all the cameras and the lights and the stage and, you know, all that stuff, Restream also will help you to just kind of produce all of that on your own. You can have a really nice graphics and nice lower thirds. It'll add in your logo and a timer, and you can do a lot with it. You'll just be doing it on your own. You'll be setting it all up. You'll be making sure that you know, hit the buttons at the right time, engage with the audience. So you're kind of doing it yourself. Just totally cool. But I would encourage you at some point, if you want to step up your game, just look at a studio. Maybe you look in your local area, who's nearby you, and ask them about these two tools, vMix and Restream.
know you have something unique to offer your next employer, whether it's your experience or your work ethic or your passion or your personality. But how do you stand out from the crowd when you're stuck sending plain text emails that lack personality, lack humanity, and worst of all, look like every other email in the inbox? Job seekers just like you are discovering how easy it is to put their humanity back into their communication and back into their job search with BombBomb Video. Visit bombbomb.com to start a free trial today and rehumanize your job search.
Is your competition creating video? If so, they may be carving out an advantage over you in your market share. Video is about exposure. If you don't have any, you aren't getting seen. Good news, Video Marketing World Conference is back in person. Join us this year and make friends, collaborate, and walk away with a plan for taking your marketing to the next level with video. Come to Video Marketing World and learn tactical strategy for creating content that grows your business.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
who y'all know?
Who you know
can make all the difference in your job search.
It definitely can, and let me tell you who I go. We got Scott Simson in the house, and he's a YouTube content creator with over 400,000 followers, and the CEO of Video Marketing World.
Right.
He's a creative and viral style videos have ranked up over 125 million views personally, and he's responsible for helping generate hundreds of millions of views and millions of dollars for his clients. If we can all get a warm welcome for Scott Simpson.
All right.
Thank you guys for having me.
Scott's back in the house.
It's got that Who You Know welcome, y'all.
Yeah. Know what I'm talking about? All right, Scott,
Thanks,
I'm super excited because I'm going to be joining you at Video Marketing World 2021. Right around the corner.
I'm super excited, man. You're going to be emceeing, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to do an amazing job.
Yes.
Really excited to have you.
Man, I'm excited to be there. Let's talk about that for a quick second. So first of all, let's talk about what Video Marketing World is. All right, tell the audience what that is, why it's important. You know, why should they go? Like, tell us a little bit about the conference.
Yeah, Video Marketing World is a conference that was created to help business owners and really anybody who's looking to use video to earn revenue. And so we have very tactical strategy for growing an audience, for increasing revenue, for getting leads to your business. For you can even the strategies that we're teaching can even be used to help land jobs. I mean, just like we were talking about with Restream, you can do the exact same things on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Facebook, and it'll all benefit your personal brand and you moving forward.
Nice. Yeah, so it's about exposure and getting yourself out there. And for, like you said, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, it's going to help you to get a little bit more of this, right? Because this, you know where this is coming from? It's coming from video, right? It's getting generated leads off of videos and things like that. So I love that. You help people get more of that. You want to shout out a little bit more?
I was just going to say, I thought it came from the money gun. But
Yeah, a little bit more
I didn't
cash
get a
flow.
money gun. So.
You know, here's the thing. You know, a lot of people are out there creating content already, right?
Right.
And I think there's a lot of people that wonder, why am I not getting as much traction or engagement or, you know, the viewer audience? Like, why? How do people do that?
So yeah, that's a really good question. I get asked that question all the time, and really it depends on the platform. There are strategies for every individual social media platform, and if you're not implementing the right strategy on the right platform, it would lead to stagnated growth, right? So like with YouTube, in order to grow on YouTube, it's all about search in the beginning, right? Because YouTube is the world's second largest.
Yeah, it's the second largest used one. Yeah.
People are looking for how do I change my tire? How do I trim my trees? How do I do this? And so if you go onto YouTube and you start creating how-to content, you can grow a channel relatively rapidly.
Yeah, there's a guy, Roger Wakefield, right, that we met Video Marketing World 2019, the first year that we went and
He's
attended.
speaking again this year.
Yeah.
Or he's speaking this year.
Well, he came, and I just remember, you know, he's in the audience, and this is 2019, y'all. And he's in the audience. He's a plumber, okay? He's a plumber. And all of a sudden now, dude, this guy is absolutely just crushing it with YouTube.
Yeah, he is.
And like, I can't even. Maybe you can give some of the results. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I know
he's got almost
dominating.
400,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's crushed it. He is earning, his earnings on YouTube are just through the roof.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, he's crushing it as well with his live show. He has exploded since Video Marketing World 2019.
100%.
I was speaking of Roger Wakefield. I was on and I had an issue at the house and I was Googling how to do something with the plumbing.
Yeah.
Guess who pops up?
And he popped up.
Roger.
Well,
Roger
that's
popped up,
how
yeah.
it works. That's
Yep.
why YouTube is a search engine, and you're going to go there when you have a problem and you're trying to figure out how to do something.
That's why it's called branding. So when you hear somebody's name, you hear Trevor Houston's name, what do you think about?
I don't know
He's
what
got
you're
a
talking about.
brand.
I don't know what you think about.
He uses video to help you guys, everybody out there, understand what it is that he does, what his specialty is.
How about the audience? You tell me, what do you think about when you hear my name? I
Yeah,
wanna
when you hear
from
Trevor Houston,
Tell me in the chat. What do you think about?
What time is it?
Yeah.
Who you know? I think of who you know. You know, and that's why you're emceeing for us, and that's why we've integrated into you.
Right.
Integrated you into the Video Marketing World community is because you are building a brand.
Thank you.
And that's what we're looking for. That's what you need to do.
When
Well,
I built the Career Search Network, that happened, and I didn't have so much of the video stuff. So now I'm taking advantage of the video stuff. Thanks to Mark and Trevor, you guys get to see my teeth.
Yep.
Well-
Going next level, Foster.
Well, and I want to talk about something real quick too, because I think this is really, really important. So where our relationship got started, I was introduced to you by Fanny Dunnigan.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Everybody loves Fanny.
Everybody.
Hey, Fanny.
loves-
Fanny's awesome.
Hey, Fanny, lunch next week.
So Fanny introduces me to Scott, and she's like, "Hey, you need to go to Video Marketing World." So I reach out to Scott, and what did I do? I invited you on the show.
Yeah.
Right. So I invited you on the show. You came on. This was years ago when we were at
We were at the other
KVGI.
place. Yeah, Chick
Yeah.
AVGI.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so you came in, we did the episode and all that, and I said, "Hey, you know what? I wanna do something for you guys. I don't know what." So what we did is we ended up doing live
broadcast.
interviews.
That was amazing. Like I didn't know what to. I was like, nah, yeah, you can come and do that, I guess. But when you were there, that was what everybody. That was the energy of the entire entire sponsor hall.
Mic
right?
drop.
It was like everybody wanted to know what was going on because you were talking to all of our speakers, like
Yep.
Evan Carmichael. I mean, you had everybody on.
Yeah. Well, and so that's an important lesson I want the job seekers to understand. So when you want a seat at the table, right? Because I wanted to come hang out with you guys. You guys are doing things that I want to be doing, right?
Yeah, he did,
And so
yeah.
I'm like, okay, if I want a seat at the table, sometimes you just got to serve water.
100%.
Right.
Wow.
And I came and we did, and Mark was there with me, and we did, oh my gosh, like 10 hours a day
We did. It was
of interviews.
Oh yeah.
I think we broke a record. I don't know. We were interviewed so much. It was back to back to back to back to back. We were totally exhausted. I can't even tell you how tired we were from just talking all day long.
Yeah.
Right?
That's me,
Oh, man.
y'all.
It was incredible, though.
Right?
Yeah, it was incredible.
And so that's something I want the audience to really know about networking is, you know, if there's something that you want, right? First of all, find out who the key players are. Who are the decision makers, right? Who are the people that are, you know, have the keys, right? Who's got the keys to the kingdom? And then go serve water. Figure out how you can add value to them, right? And I promise you, they'll then introduce you to other people. What
They
did you do?
remember, yeah.
Yep.
Right?
It
So
adds
here-
value to them. They're going to want to share.
Oh yeah. So here's where we're at. Fast forward to now, right? We've got Video Marketing World 2021 coming up.
Yes.
Trevor's emceeing. Scott,
Right.
you saw something, and you saw something in Trevor. You asked him to come, and Trevor, I got this story, this backstory. Trevor said, "Hey, I absolutely would love to do that. However, I've never done it before.
That's right.
And it's out of my comfort zone." So can you guys tell us a little bit more about that story and what your, kind of insights, what your thoughts were?
Well, the thing is, Trevor has been hosting this show for how long? 2 years?
4.
3 years?
Four. Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
And then you started doing Clubhouse. You jumped on Clubhouse and you were
He
moderating
jumped
and
on that,
hosting
yeah.
stuff and you were just crushing it. I don't know if you're still crushing on Clubhouse. I disappeared with the wave of everybody else.
Yeah. We still hold it down. We hold it down in Clubhouse. Shout out Breakfast with Champions, which is on the way, y'all. To just so you mark my words, Breakfast with Champions is now a podcast, and it's going to be, mark my words on this, the #1 podcast in the world.
The
It's awesome.
BOC.
We're on the way. So, anyways, yes, still crushing it on Clubhouse.
Yeah, so I had more faith in you. I think that you were nervous, when I asked you to do it, you were nervous, and I was just like, man, you got this. You do this all the time on these shows.
Yeah.
Like, get up and do it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott, I couldn't even get him to talk in my meetings years ago.
Okay, well, I want to talk about that. Okay, so first of all, sometimes guys just say yes, even when you're uncomfortable, even when you're uncertain. You just say yes. Just do it, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, trust me, I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna have fun. My most important mission, Scott, I want you to know this. I want to have fun.
And that's what we want from you, man.
I want to have fun. I want to go in there. I don't want to be worried like, no, I want to have fun, and I want the audience to have fun. That's my mission. I want the audience to be excited, to have fun, to have
They will
energy.
if you do.
We're going to be shooting the money gun. We're going to be, we're going to be just
Ooh, yeah, give me some.
getting people excited.
Love it.
That's my mission.
I love it.
Part
And,
of
go ahead.
the reason I asked, and I know we want to talk about this because, audience, you are being asked to do something, right? Most of you have come through the summit. If you have not come through the Who You Know Summit on Wednesdays, you have to come through that, right?
Yes.
But for those of you that have already come, the Who You Know alumni, we've asked you to make video content. We've asked you to get out of your comfort zone. We've
Correct.
asked you to
Right.
differentiate yourself and make the difference in your search.
Yep.
Have you done that? Have you said yes?
That's a mic drop. I have to tell you because you're absolutely right. You got to get out of your comfort zone. It's the only way you're going to grow. I'll never know. Okay, and since you have called me out on this to come join you, right? I've had several people reach out to me and say, and not because of this event, but reach out and say similar things about me, and I'm starting to recognize it. Like, my ears are open now. I had Amelia Antonetti tell me she wants me to host an event for her, and she's like, hey, you're like the Ryan Seacrest. You're like the new Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
I've had a few other people, but I'm starting to go, okay, wait a minute. There's something I'm being told here. Wait a minute. There's something to this. So
I'm glad I was the first.
well, yeah, seriously, and I'm excited, man. I'm really pumped up about it. But let's talk about this for a second, okay?
All right.
So we know the video marketing world's coming around the corner. Why would a job seeker want to go to this event? Why would they want to
Good question.
come hang out with us over there, besides seeing me up on stage getting all crazy? But besides that, why would they want to go?
Again, we've been talking about it this whole hour, right? It's to set yourself apart. And again, I understand not everybody is going to want to do that, and not everybody wants to hear that. But everybody should do that.
There's enough people that need to, and they know they need to.
They know they need to,
Yeah,
especially
they do.
if you've been out of work for an extended period of time. Like, this is how you're going to get yourself back into work, is learning how to differentiate yourself from the masses of people who are putting in their job applications at the same
Right.
time.
What do you think is the main thing that holds people back from doing it? Because we talk about it till we're blue in the face, but there's a small percentage that take action.
Great
So
question.
there's a big, massive percent that, not doing it.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's holding them back?
Well, so people will say it's money, but I mean we've already extinguished that one, right? Because you can do it with your
Yeah,
cell
that
phone.
one's been extinguished.
People will say it's time. I don't have the time to do it, but I mean we just talked about Restream. It's like all you got to do is turn your cell phone on, go live, and you're good to go. It boils down to confidence. It boils down to self-confidence. Am I willing to put myself out there, and am I willing to face my friends and family who are watching me on Facebook and their judgments? And am I going to be able to do that and still maintain some level of confidence? And the thing is it gets easier and easier and easier every time you do it. You just have to hit record that first time.
Yes.
The next time it's going to be twice as easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
mic drop for sure.
People that are around my generation category, we haven't had as much technology as we've been in our careers as we've been growing up, and we tend to be a little skittish with this. But now that I've been around it, I'm a lot more open to what's going on, and I use it myself, guys. Jump in there and try it. How'd you learn how to swim?
Right.
You had to jump in the
Right.
pool. Well, I got something else to say.
Well, before you go into that, like, just ask yourself, if I don't do it,
What's it going to cost me?
what will happen?
The world's
Yeah.
going to run off and leave you.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's your answer. If I don't do it, what will happen? Nothing.
You'll be in the same place tomorrow you were today.
Well, here's the other thing that I just love this. Do you guys realize that the world isn't just sitting around thinking about you all day? You realize that, right? Like there's like what 7 or 8 billion people on the planet. They're not just sitting around like thinking about you all day long and what you're doing, right?
Like, oh, remember that video?
Oh yeah,
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero people.
Zero
Maybe
people.
your mom.
People really
Right?
don't
That's it.
care about. You know, I hate to say that sounds kind of
Yeah,
bad,
it sounds
mean,
bad.
kinda, but people don't really care that much.
It's true.
And
though.
so, like the video, like let's say you do bomb on a video, like you totally just you do a live stream or something, and you get out there,
That'll
and
get his
you,
attention.
you just totally bomb it, right? People tomorrow will totally have forgotten about it. You want to know why? Because there's so much other noise out there. There's so many other
There's
things
a lot of
grabbing their
noise.
attention on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like think about your social feed. How many things are trying to get your attention? And so they won't remember.
Or you'll turn into a meme, you know, and then you'll have some celebrity status that way.
T-shirts.
That's right.
Go for that.
Yeah. But I mean, the way I look at it is like, seriously, if I mess up tomorrow, people aren't thinking about me and they're going like staying up all night going, man, you remember that video? He messed up so bad.
Or when they meet you, they're like, oh, you're that guy.
Especially
Yeah,
if you do it again tomorrow. If you do it one
Right.
time and that was all your experience, that's what people will remember.
Yeah.
If you do it again tomorrow and the next day and the next day, they're going to forget that so fast.
Yep.
You know, because you bury it with good content.
Yep. And you improve, and you improve,
Yep.
and you improve, and you improve, and you improve.
100%.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm going to do with Video
I love
Marketing
it.
World when I MC. I'm like, hey, if I
no.
screw it up, it's only a couple of days.
Yeah, they'll forget.
And no one's going to remember it anyway. So,
By
no,
the end
actually,
of the
my
day,
goal is to
that's
make
Definitely
sure
we're going to tear those resumes
There
out.
you go, yeah.
my goal is to make sure people remember
Yeah,
this
yeah.
conference. Like,
good.
that's my goal. I want people to
Whether
remember
it's
it.
embarrassing or whether it's awesome, you know, one way or another, they're going to
You
remember.
remember. Yep.
Scott's probably rethinking his decision. He's
He's
probably like,
he's like, oh, man.
No, man, I'm all about it. You know,
What
it's all
have
about.
I done?
For example, I went to a restaurant here locally one time, and I had such terrible service. I mean, the guy came out, he went into the kitchen, he came out with his hair slicked back, soaking wet, his shirt was all wet, and he brings me the spoon and soaking wet, and I was laughing so hard, I ended up tipping him like 25%, even though he did a terrible job,
Yes.
because it was an experience, and I had a story to share.
Yes.
So you're going to give us a story to share one way or another,
oh,
Trevor.
I'm definitely.
Even if you're the guy with slick back hair and a wet shirt, man.
An experience. Job seekers, what about an experience talking to us about their job? Hey,
Well,
what
well-
about that?
That's right.
And bring a bucket of water to
And
the
that's
whatever.
that's something I'm always thinking about too is creating experiences, right? I'm always like, even with this show. So our show's a lot different from other people's
Yeah,
shows,
it
right?
is.
And the reason why our show's different is because I'm trying to create an experience. I'm trying to make it fun. I'm trying to make it entertaining. Not just simply, here's what you're going to learn today. Like,
Yeah.
okay, like there's so many podcasts and so many shows out there where it's just people talking and they may be saying good stuff.
Charlie Brown's teacher.
You know, you might be saying good things, but I'm like, dude, okay, what's the experience like? I'm just, okay, you said get out of your comfort zone. Okay, I heard that before. Like, what else? And so I'm trying to create, with this show and with Video Marketing World, I want to create an experience that people remember. Because, again, Maya Angelou, what did she say?
They'll forget what you did.
Forget what you
They'll
said,
forget what you said.
but they won't forget how you make them feel.
Yep.
Right? So I want people to feel
Oh,
good.
Maya Angelou.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
Well, and I mean, part of what we do at our core is uplift, right?
Yep.
We're not just here to teach people stuff. We're here to lift you guys up. We're here to create that positive user experience for you guys and to give back. So
we're
hopefully
intimately involved with job seekers. That's what I do. I've been a recruiter for so long. I created the Career Search Network. Now we're in 20 states. Guys, what we're talking about now is how it's going to get out and how people are going to find out about what we're doing. What's so special about Mark? Well,
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that one out. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, but
Dad
he's
jokes.
special
Dad
because.
jokes.
But what makes him special is he's on the show and he has done it. You know,
Yes,
he's doing it. That's,
he is.
That's the thing that we were trying to talk about with Restream. It's like nothing sets you apart from anybody else who's out there, other than you guys have a show, they don't,
Boom.
and everybody can start a show.
Yep. Oh
Yep.
man.
and we jumped out there and made it happen.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I will say, okay, Restream, okay, but that's why I made that video about Restream vMix Studio, right? So there is a little, okay. So there's a little bit difference there. But I will say this. I would like to know from you, because you got a lot of experience with video, obviously. Okay, job seekers right now are having to do video, whether they like it or not, because of interviewing. They're having an interview on Zoom and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Virtual interviews. Do you have some tips for virtual interviews? What should I do there?
The first thing I would say is learn how to frame your camera correctly, so that way you're in proper framing. You look put together and you look like you know what you're doing. So that means putting your eyes in the upper 1/3 of your framing. So it's not like, a lot of the times what will end up happening is like you'll sink down too low and your camera will be pointed up high behind you, or you get more chest and and so the point is make sure you have proper framing, proper lighting, proper sound, like all of the key ingredients to good video.
Yeah.
And then what I would say is if you want to take it to the next level, is be intentional about what your background looks like. Right now virtual backgrounds are kind of in, but you can also kind of tell when somebody is using a virtual background to cover up something that they don't want. Like all it takes is like a clean space behind you and a couple of lamps, and then it's like you look like you know what you're doing. And you look put together. It's all about appearances with video, right? It's like that's why you're doing it.
That's why you're on video.
That's why you're on video.
Because otherwise you just have a phone call, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
we're
make
doing
sure
that
you
on
wear
static on LinkedIn.
Yeah, and make sure you wear pants. That's another thing.
That.
They're important.
I'm not wearing any pants right now.
Well, and
No, I'm just kidding.
Me neither.
that's a great
Y'all,
point.
we got pants on in here. I mean, we don't share that much.
Hold on, wait. See? See that?
But it is all about perception, right?
Yeah.
And there's been plenty of times, like I was in advertised sales at one point in my career, and we used to have a news segment, and it was at this nice, on TV, when you saw it, you're like, oh, that's a nice studio. But you walk in, and where we actually shot it was this, like, converted kind of garage area of the building. And so it
you
was
didn't have
like,
to tell that.
well, the perception, though, is that, wow, this is this really, really nice, like, production level. And it was, but it was...
Yeah, it was.
It was really about the image and the perception that it was creating. That's it.
I have a wall, so I have a spare bedroom, and it's our junk room, right? Like we put all our junk in there. I have one wall where I put paneling up on the wall. I spent like $100, decked it all out, put some uplights and some paneling, and half of my room is full of junk. The other half is a perfectly well kept studio.
Wow.
I have made so much money in that room because that's the first thing people see is like they compliment me on my studio.
Okay, I gotta tell you that. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, you have to know this. I would highly recommend you go to his YouTube page. What's your YouTube page?
Yeah.
Scott and Camber.
Scott and Camber. So go to that YouTube page. Look at his studio.
Oh, well, that's not on my... my studio isn't on that page. So you can see my studio if you join the Video Marketing World Facebook group.
Okay.
And you look at our videos.
Video Marketing
yeah.
World Facebook group.
Yeah.
Go check that out, okay? And I want you to look at his studio because it is a super, like, you see the video and you're like, dang, okay, this is nice. Got the up lighting like we got in here.
Nice.
This is nice.
Then it get real, right?
It looks really good. But what he's telling you is it's also a little storage closet. Like he's got all this crap in
It
there.
is, man. Like, and people are every time I turn on the camera and have a meeting with a new client or potential client, they're like, "Man, you got a nice studio," and I was like, "If you only knew, man."
You should see the other.
And I was like, "You want to close? Do you want to close this deal?" Absolutely, because I love your studio every time.
Oh, mic drop.
You guys should go some of those music studios in California where I went to college.
So think of your interviews, guys, as exactly that. You need to set up a specific place, and I will tell you, the virtual backgrounds, as you were saying, it's not the same. It's not the same, especially if you don't have a green screen and it's all pixelated. You know what I'm talking about, where your ears getting cut off and stuff like that. You look like you just don't know what you're doing. You're trying to hide something, is what it looks like. So please make sure you have a dedicated space for your interviews. What about for a job seeker who just can't get landed? What do you think they should do?
To be 100% honest, I built a business on social media with nothing, starting from nothing. Like, it is possible to build a business that is profitable within a month on social media.
Oh, wow.
Using social media. It's easy. It's stupidly easy. So I would say that's the direction. I mean, that's a direction I took. That's a direction I would take 100 times again. And that's the direction that I would advise other people to do.
So
either
hire
that or
yourself.
get into commissionable sales, right? It's like, what else can you do?
So hire yourself.
Hire yourself.
Hire yourself.
Do it.
If they won't hire you,
yeah,
hire yourself.
You got a cell phone? Like that's all it takes. You can run a multi-million-dollar business from your cell phone.
If everybody, if
It's
you're getting
being done.
no's
Yeah.
all
It's being
over,
done.
then just give yourself a yes. Tell you be the yes, right?
I love that. Mic drop.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We got
Okay.
some fun stuff to do for the audience. Okay, we're gonna be giving away some stuff. Okay, how many are we doing?
What did we say? Three?
Three,
Let's
right?
do,
Yeah.
let's do 5.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do 5.
Come on, man. Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna look you up.
I have to tell y'all something, okay? So before we just tell these job seekers what they just won, I have to just point something out because I know what these tickets cost. So, guys, we're about to give away 5 tickets to Video Marketing World, okay? And I want to count these out because this is what it costs to go. Hold on, let's see.
Count 'em out,
1,
T.
2,
Do you have
3,
enough?
4, 5. Okay, it costs a good 600, right? To go to
$600, yeah.
$600 is what this conference costs to go to, guys. And you're about to win a ticket, okay? So he's giving out $3,000 worth of value on this show. Scott, you didn't realize that, right?
I may need to make a phone call.
Yeah. Yeah. Scott, man. This
Yeah,
is for
stop
you.
talking. Stop
Oh,
talking.
it's empty. Dang, hold on.
Here we
Empty it
go.
out.
Here we go. I got
Okay.
a few.
So what's a question that we can ask the audience, and we're going to give out, guys, caveat real quick,
He's
please.
giving out this much.
Please, hold on. I have to tell the audience this because I don't want to give it away to people who aren't in Dallas, Fort Worth area or who aren't willing to travel here. Okay? I'm
Gotta
not going to
come.
give you a ticket if you're not coming.
Yep.
Okay? So it's cost $600. You're getting a $600 ticket, guys. So if this question is only for those that are gonna come to the event, I want you to answer. If you're not gonna come, then please do not answer in the chat. Okay? What's a good question we can ask the audience?
Mark?
You just put me on the spot. Call me best price.
How many subscribers do you say I have?
Bingo, love that.
yeah,
Okay, how
there you
many
go.
subscribers does Scott have? And only answer if you are able to come to Video Marketing World. It is here in Dallas. $600 ticket. We're going to give away the first 5 answers that we see. So come on in to the chat. Quick shout outs. I see Gary. I see Mitch Jacobs, Meg
on,
Rose,
Mike
Kristen
Materian.
Meenan. And if you want to see me on the stage acting a fool, shooting money guns, we're going to have a good old time. So I see Christy Meenan says 600,000.
I wish.
Guess again. Mike says
Flattery.
4 million.
Stephanie
Mike.
says 8,000.
Chandra says 100,000. No.
Oh.
Nakisha.
Got it.
Nakisha with
Penny.
400,000.
Okay.
You got
Mine
yourself
is
a
just
ticket.
flying all over the place, Nakisha. Keisha,
All right,
you did
Eric
that.
Krishner. All right, I see you. Mitch Jacobs says 472,457. Did he go look your channel up and get you exact?
So no, that's
he
was
flubbed
guessing.
it. All right,
Good job,
Eric.
Mitch.
Okay, Eric Krishner. All right, so he's got it. Guys, we're looking for the 4.
Eric got
We need, let's see, 1, 2. We need 3 more. 3 more. Come on with it.
Come on with it.
How about this? If you're in Dallas, you want to come to Video Marketing World, the answer has
Yes,
already been
I
said.
do.
It's 400,000. So just put 400,000 in the chat.
Wow.
Make it easy for you.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it super easy because it's already there. So we will give it a couple more seconds in here. I guess they fell asleep.
How many we got right now?
Oh,
We got
Mitch
2,
says Jason's off today. That's
So
why he doesn't. he hasn't won yet.
Christy says me, please. Okay, there's Christy. Christy Meenan.
Christy.
Stephanie Joanne. All right, awesome,
Christy
amazing.
Meenan.
Stephanie was with us last week.
We got
who
one
else?
more. We need one more.
Stephanie Joanne.
Yep,
Okay.
one more. If you want to come to Video Marketing World 2021. Oh, by the way, this is October 14th, 15th, 16th.
Yeah, so the main event is the 15th and 16th.
So it'll be the 15th and 16th, which will be a Friday and a Saturday.
Saturday.
Lunch is included, you guys.
Oh, man, lunch.
Yeah.
What's up with lunch?
Yeah, lunch is included.
Do we know yet?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll stop the count there. I've got an extra ticket. I'll be giving it away. All right. I'll make sure, unless somebody comes in at the last minute. But guys, super excited about it. It's going to be an amazing event. I'm excited to MC. Scott, appreciate you for
Lot to learn
having
there.
me.
Super excited.
Let's also do this. If you guys can take a screenshot right now, take a screenshot.
Do it.
Not of me. of Scott right here. We want you to
we
post
see
this
Trevor
thing
now.
all over social media. I want you to go ahead and tell him how much we appreciate him. He just gave out $3,000 worth of tickets to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. Super excited about it. Scott, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
It's
you,
been awesome.
Scott.
Guys, that's the show.
It's all about
What's it about?
Who Ya Know.
I know Scott. I know him.
Bye. Trevor Houston here, and I want to thank you for tuning in to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. We hope you've been inspired, encouraged, educated, and entertained all at the same time. For information on our different events, workshops, partners, or partnership opportunities available, check out whoyouknow.show for more details. And be on the lookout for our new mobile app. You never know how this show could help someone you know? And if we've made an impact or put a smile on your face today, don't forget to hit that share button on your way out. Until next week, it's all about Who You Know. Bye!